next story distressing. More than 40 false killer whales and one bottlenose dolphin had to be euthanised last night after becoming stranded near Mahia Peninsula in Hawke's Bay. Earlier, locals had managed to refloat them before they became beached again. As Henry McMullen reports, it was the first stranding of the species here in around 4 decades.
They're coming here!
Oh no!
Fast approaching the Mahia coastline.
They're coming here! There, dolphins!
This local watching from the top of the hill.
We thought, nah, this is odd, this isn't normal.
Fascination quickly turning to concern.
You're going to get beached, mate.
Oh my God!
Oh, he's going to get stuck.
The 45-odd false killer whales and one bottlenose dolphin first stranded before 2 p.m. yesterday at the rocky beach in Taylors Bay.
They were screaming. It is probably the thing that's stopping me from sleeping because you can hear this screaming in your ears. They were making more than a noise. They were really yelling out for help.
While whale strandings aren't uncommon, for this species, it's extremely rare.
With the tragic events that unfolded, there's got to be something in the haystack to look for that is a bit of positivity, and we hope to learn a lot more.
Like why these creatures stranded in the first place.
So is there any connection between all this seismic activity, or is it coincidental that we seem to be off to a shaky start in 2024?
It's probably coincidental.
We begin tonight with 2 earthquakes hitting California and Hawaii.
Tonight, damage assessments underway after Southern California was rattled by a 4.6 magnitude earthquake.
The entertainment capital of the world is also home to several influencers who were creating content when their focus was suddenly shifted.
We have a... Oh God. Is that an earthquake?
I think I'm going to go collarbone length. Oh, hey. Is that an earthquake? What do we do? Oh my God. Blow out the candles. Blow out the candles. Oh my God.
The quake came hours after a 5.7 magnitude shaker jolted the Big Island of Hawaii. The USGS says the earthquake struck Mauna Loa, the world's largest active volcano.
It definitely moved a lot around here.
The California quake coming on the heels of a 5.7 quake that hit the Big Island of Hawaii. Reporter Jeremy Lee from our station KITV is near the epicenter.
It was felt all over the island, not only that, but also on other islands. Reports of the earthquake felt on Maui, on Oahu.
That quake also followed by multiple aftershocks.
For the third time in 2 months, a volcano has roared to life in Iceland. A state of emergency has been declared.
This is the second time, that was the second time the village came in the line of fire with that first eruption in December. These events, Carl and Sarah, are providing spectacular images, but they are causing serious headaches.
Iceland averages an eruption every 4 or 5 years, but volcanologists are concerned about this kind of sustained activity just about 30 miles from its capital.
A road near one of Iceland's top attractions, the Blue Lagoon, cut off. A fiery mess pouring across the bitumen, engulfing the highway, leaving several cars stranded. There had been warning signs before the volcano erupted near the town of Grindavik, with hundreds of small earthquakes in recent days.
Wow, this is the third time the volcano has erupted since last December. Iceland typically experiences an average of 1 eruption every 3 to 4 years.
Major effort is underway in Chile, where wildfires are ravaging the country's central region.
Emergency teams have been struggling to control the fires, which have spread rapidly across the Valparaiso region. The forest fires are thought to be the deadliest ever recorded in Chile.
The nearly 100 fires come amid a summer heat wave in Chile, consecutive days of sweltering, dry temperatures.
As the smoke blankets the sky, fueled by strong winds and higher than usual temperatures, the flames destroying more than 1,100 homes and burning at least 100,000 acres of land. And when the flames have been extinguished, the destruction is apocalyptic.
The rare earthquake off the central Florida coast. The 4.0 magnitude quake happened just before 11 o'clock last night, about 100 miles off the Cape.
I saw this morning and thought it was a mistake. That, we had
like
said it was
maybe that was Alaska, somewhere
right.
different.
Like, no, it wasn't here.
So we've learned it's rare, but it might happen more than you think. People felt it over in Brevard County, all the way up to Jacksonville in the north.
This map shows all of the fault lines in the world. You can see this fault line going right across the coast of Asia. Over here, you can see it lines the west coast of North America.
Then by Florida, there are no lines.
It's so interesting because when you are in an earthquake, when you feel it, you know something is different. And it's just so unsettling to feel the earth feel like liquid.
It's a freaky feeling. I've lived in Florida a long time. Never have really felt that here.
Yeah,
Would
don't want to
wig
either.
Me out.
We do begin with what's being called one of the most dramatic weather days in recent memory in California.
State of emergency in Southern California.
The LA River has completely flooded, leaving fast gushing water under an overpass. Look at the scenes like this, rapids. That's what the LA River has turned into.
Now those rapid rapids taking over. We've had more than a month's worth of rain in just the last 12 hours, and we've got 2 days to go.
LA County reporting more than 300 mudslides, some pushing homes off their foundations, streets and streams turning into raging rivers. One man having to be rescued by helicopter after jumping into fast-moving water to save his dog. Sinkholes taking down power lines and gigantic potholes damaging dozens of cars. The flash flooding forcing some people to be rescued from the roofs of their cars.
The EU's climate change service says that for the first time ever, average global temperatures have been more than 1.5 degrees Celsius hotter than in the pre-industrial era for an entire year.
Storms like those that soaked California earlier this month have also been worsened by the rising temperatures, according to scientists. These are the kind of impacts world leaders wanted to avoid when they signed the Paris Climate Agreement in 2015. Then, nations agreed to try and limit warming to just 1.5 degrees, averaged over decades. For now, this key threshold has only been breached in 2023, but with the world sweltering under record heat and countries falling far short of emissions goals, last year may well soon become